certifications for HIP. Doctors are dedicated to providing the highest quality care that makes me feel good about working here.
Additional funding is provided by the Robert Wood Johnson Jr. Charitable Trust, the Jacob Burns Foundation, and by the members of 13.
Charlie Rose is made possible by the Robert Wood Johnson Jr. Charitable Trust, the Geraldine R. Dodge Foundation, the Jacob Burns Foundation, the Commonwealth Fund, and by the members of 13.
Major funding for this program is made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and the annual financial support of viewers like you. Additional funding is provided by the Health Insurance Plan of Greater New York, the Robert Wood Johnson Jr. Charitable Trust, the Vincent Astor Foundation, Rosalind C. Walters, and the Geraldine R. Dodge Foundation. Charlie Rose is made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and the financial support of viewers like you, and by these additional funders. Major funding for Charlie Rose is provided by the people at DuPont, originators of products and ideas that make a difference in everyday life. DuPont, better things for better living. And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and the annual financial support of viewers like you. Charlie Rose is also made possible by these funders.
Major funding for Charlie Rose is provided by DuPont, originator of products and ideas that make a difference in everyday life. DuPont, better things for better living. And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and the annual financial support of viewers like you. Charlie Rose is also made possible by these funders.
Charlie Road is made possible by a grant from USA Networks as part of our continuing commitment to innovative television. Through USA Network and the Sci-Fi Channel, we provide original entertainment to America and the world. Charlie Road is also made possible by these funders. Charlie Road is made possible by a grant from USA Networks as part of our continuing commitment to innovative television. Through USA Network and the Sci-Fi Channel, we provide original entertainment to America and the world. Charlie Road is also made possible by these funders.
And by Bloomberg, a provider of multimedia news and information services worldwide.
Anywhere, anytime, any book. BarnesandNoble.com, where the world shops for books.
Cisco Systems, the company that brought the internet to business, is pleased to help bring The Charlie Rose Show to PBS. Cisco Systems, empowering the internet generation.
7 out of 10 students on the rail. They're getting better grades.
Are you ready?
Virtually all internet traffic travels across the systems of one company, Cisco Systems, empowering the internet generation.
Funding for Charlie Rose is made possible by Amazon.com, your online source for everything from books, music and toys, to videos, electronics and tools.
No one from these isolated villages in China had ever attended university until the Coca-Cola system funded 1,000 first-generation scholarships for students to fulfill their college dreams, satisfying a thirst for opportunity. The Coca-Cola Company.
Charlie Road is also made possible by these funders.
And by Bloomberg, a provider of multimedia news and information services worldwide.
Coca-Cola and our local bottlers have sponsored more than 4,000 scholars, like Matthew Turner.
helping them to attend college and prepare for careers that benefit all of us. Satisfying a thirst for achievement, the Coca-Cola Company.
Charlie Road is also made possible by these funders.
The Coca-Cola system sponsors youth sports the world over, like a national soccer tournament for 37,000 English girls and boys. All young people need to be encouraged to keep active, satisfying a thirst for healthy competition. The Coca-Cola Company.
Additional funding for Charlie Rose was also provided by these funders.
For every drop of yourself you give, get every drop back. We offer over 80 ways to hydrate, energize, nourish, relax, or enjoy every drop of life.
Charlie Rose on PBS is brought to you in part by J.P. Morgan Chase, providing financial services and solutions to more than 30 million consumers, institutions, corporations, and governments worldwide.
Additional funding for Charlie Rose was also provided by these funders.
And by Bloomberg, a provider of multimedia news and information services worldwide.
Funding for American Masters is provided by American Express, celebrating the world of creativity through American Masters. The National Endowment for the Arts. The Corporation for Public Broadcasting, by annual financial support from viewers like you, and by the following. Major funding for this special presentation on Edgar Allan Poe was provided by the National Endowment for the Humanities. Additional funding was provided by the Maryland Humanities Council and by the Virginia Foundation for the Humanities and Public Policy.
The presentation of American Playhouse is made possible by the nation's public television stations, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the National Endowment for the Arts, and by the Chubb Group of insurance companies. For over 100 years, providing business and personal insurance worldwide through independent agents and brokers. Special funding for Stand and Deliver was provided by the National Science Foundation and by a major grant from ARCO, the High Energy Company.
Chubb is proud to provide major funding for Antiques Roadshow. With more than a century of experience insuring art and antiques, we can protect your family heirlooms and your newly discovered treasures. It's coverage beyond your expectations.
Additional funding for this program is provided by First Union Securities. No matter where you are in life or what your needs may be, First Union is your guide to the financial world.
Discovering a valuable antique is cool. Discovering thousands is even better. eBay, the world's online marketplace.
This is PBS.
Major funding for Bill Nye the Science Guy provided by the National Science Foundation, America's investment future. Water is proud to support Bill Nye the Science Guy because kids are hungry for knowledge. And by Intel, through the Intel Foundation, proud to support programs that encourage the entry of people of color into careers in science and technology.
And by annual financial support from viewers like you.
The Children's Place is proud to support Reading Rainbow, a place to grow. The Children's Place.
Reading Rainbow is also made possible by a ready-to-learn television cooperative agreement from the U.S. Department of Education through the Public Broadcasting Service and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Reading Rainbow is made possible by a grant from the Carnegie Corporation of New York, the National Science Foundation, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the financial support of viewers like you, and by a grant from Kellogg's, who reminds you to take time each day for reading.
Presentation of Whale Rescue is made possible by this station and other public television stations nationwide, which depend on viewer support, and by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Series funding for NOVA is provided by Allied Signal and by the Johnson & Johnson family of companies.
Reading Rainbow is made possible by grants from the Carnegie Corporation of New York, the National Science Foundation, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, this station and other public television stations, and B. Dalton Bookseller, who urges children and parents everywhere to follow the Reading Rainbow. B. Dalton is committed to literacy and hopes that in your house, reading is a family affair. Reading Rainbow is made possible by a grant from Dayton Hudson Corporation on behalf of Target, Morgan's, Dayton Hudson Department Store Company, and Lechmere, and by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, this station and other public television stations, the Carnegie Corporation of New York, and the National Science Foundation.
Timmy, lights out! Timmy!
Reading Rainbow is made possible by Barnes & Noble and BarnesandNoble.com for minds at play.
Funding also provided by the National Science Foundation, which supports programs that enable children to succeed in science, mathematics, and technology. The Arthur Vining Davis Foundation, and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
To purchase video cassettes and a teacher's guide for programs in this series, call 800-228-4630.
Major funding for NOVA is provided by this station and other public television stations nationwide. Additional funding was provided by the Johnson & Johnson family of companies, supplying healthcare products worldwide. And by Allied Signal, a technology leader in aerospace, electronics, automotive products, and engineered materials.
Martha Speaks is funded in part by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by a cooperative agreement from the U.S. Department of Education's Ready to Learn grant. Additional funding provided by the Arthur Vining Davis Foundations and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Blah, 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 blah. PBS Hits!
Funding for Bets with Ruff Ruffman has been provided by the National Science Foundation, where discoveries begin. The Arthur Vining Davis Foundation, dedicated to strengthening America's future through education.
PBS has been inspiring new ideas and creativity for generations of bright young minds. And that's just the kind of thinking Arby's is proud to support. Arby's, proud sponsor of PBS Kids.